Hello, Wasteland. Tune those ham radios and hide your chems because you are listening to the Pip Boys, a Fallout podcast where your hosts, Josh and Austin, talk about all things Fallout. With the help from Alec on the ones and twos, we are ranking the vaults. We're back on the quest, baby. And today we are ranking a different one, like a vaults 68 and 69, and you're like, whoa, that's two. That's a little weird.
Nice.
But we'll get into that.
Nice.
But yes, like I said, joining me is Josh. How you doing, Josh?
Doing well, thanks.
Happy to be here, of course.
Happy to be here.
And then we got Alec on the ones and twos. Like I said, we are ranking these vaults by just how horrifying we find them. Now, before we get to vault 68 and 69, Josh, little small talk. How's the life? I see you're in this nice setup again. I see.
I am doing well. Happy to be back talking Fallout. One of my favorite shows. I can't wait for the show.
Oh my
Doing
god.
good. Yes. Yeah. We're close. Isn't that crazy? It's like by the time this uploads, it'll be next month.
I know it's April, but what? April like 11th?
Yes.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Mid-April.
Bethesda likes their 11s, you know?
Yes.
You notice that? They like their 11s.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if that was a deliberate choice.
Probably.
So, and then we got Alec on the ones and twos. I'm sure Alec is hanging in there, having a great time.
As always.
Thanks for being here, Alec. We appreciate it. So, getting on to the small talk section, getting past that, and to the Fallout news, Josh.
Fallout, nuclear Fallout news.
We need to make that a
I love
button.
that. Yes, sir.
We got to figure out how to do that. Alec, get on that. No, I'm just kidding. So there was a new Fallout game announced. You're like, what? A new Fallout?
Yeah.
Special Anthology was announced. And when I saw this thing, Josh, I was like, man, this is going to be like $200, right? This is going to be something you have to like spend a pretty penny on. No. Do you know how much this thing is, Josh?
It's like $60, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's like $60.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it. Like, I have to have this now.
And you get like the physical, like you get a physical mini nuke, which they've already done this before. I think they did it before 4, around 4, after 4, somewhere. I want to say like circa 2016, in the mid 2010s.
Around that era, yeah.
They already did it. I want to say it was just the first 3 on PC the first time around. It's always been PC. It's always going to be PC. But you get the mini nuke, you get the cards. It's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a fun little collectible.
Yeah, I think the spending factor, because I think I could be wrong, but I thought it was all the games last time too, but they were all on discs. I think that was the thing. Whereas this time you only have the codes on the cards, which is still cool, in my opinion.
It is still, yeah, absolutely, because they're on the special cards, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
But like. We could just sell this at 40 without the games, honestly. like let's keep it $1.50. If you're a Fallout fan, you most likely own all these games here. Even on PC, you've probably spent $2. Fuck, they give away Fallout 3 every other month.
I probably bought Fallout 3 before it was like a mainstay for everyone.
Yeah,
like I probably bought that game like at least 6 times. Just to have it on wherever I was, you know.
Exactly. 1 month Steam will give it away. Another month Epic Game Store will give it away. Another month fucking Amazon Prime Gaming will give it away. Everyone owns these games. So just like give us the mini nuke and give us the cards for like, $20 each or something like that. Like I would rather do that than buy PC games.
Yeah. I'm probably not reviewing a game on PC right now. Yeah. Steam Deck's a good point.
Okay. If they are playable on that and you're getting it for that, yeah.
I can't imagine them not being. They're not. Can't be that intensive.
Yeah.
But yeah. So with this being $60, I'm probably gonna buy this. I'm broke right now, but it's coming out like soon. So
yeah.
I think this is a must buy for me. Unfortunately, they got me again. Those son of a bitches. So
damn.
And then additionally, I had another note I was gonna say on this, but I don't remember what it was. So moving on. Fallout toys.
Also speaking about Fallout collectibles, more collectible news.
Nuclear toy news. Got him. That was lame, man. But so these toys are coming out by the McFarlane Toys. I think it's McFarlane.
Yes.
I only skimmed through that little article. But it's based on the show, right?
Yes.
And that was the thing we were like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, like when it comes
just wary.
when it comes to Fallout collectibles, it's either like there's a 3-0, like 1/12 big fucking power armor suit that's like $400 you can get, or there were some cheap Funko figures
Yeah, that's
back
me.
in the day, which like not even Funko Pops, Funko figures, like Funko
Oh,
proper
okay, gotcha.
figures. Uh,
Funko proper.
yeah, around when Fallout 4 came out, and then of course there's the Funko Pops. So it's cool to like actually get like 6-inch like figures and collectibles
Mhm.
from Fallout. It's just I can't believe it's for the show.
Yeah,
That's the only kind of it's not necessarily a bummer. It's just like it took the show for us to finally get this. Like that's the kind of thing where I'm like,
sure.
but I think with it being McFarlane, it's gonna be in every single Walmart. It's gonna be in
Mhm.
every single GameStop. Like you'll get your hands on these figures if you want, and of course, like it's gonna be Power Armor. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get one for Walton Goggins' character and a couple of the other characters, right? But
Ghoul, just
yeah,
ghoul.
the Ghoul Bounty Hunter and the Dog Meat 2-pack. Hell yeah, man! I'll cop that easy.
Mhm.
And then
Or the
just
main character in the vault suit.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Like we'll expand the line. We've only gotten a picture of the power armor figure so far, and
Yep.
it's looking dope. It's looking dope.
For a line that has something as like prominent as power armor, I'm surprised there aren't more of these. Like I'm surprised,
Yeah.
like you said, like it took the show for this to happen because like while power armor has never been like my thing. Like I've always been like,
Mhm.
yep, I need it, I need it. Like it's
Yeah.
a must when you're playing the game. It's never been something that was like, oh, that's Fallout for me.
You're right.
But I can't deny it's iconic status like within the
Yeah.
franchise and within video games. Like when you see someone like that scene of him turning around for like it was like the 76 reveal trailer or whatever. I think is what I'm thinking of. But
Mhm.
there's a scene of him turning around. Like when you see that, you know what that is. Like even if you don't know what
100%.
Fallout is, you're like, oh,
Oh yeah.
I've seen that dude before. So
Yeah.
it is weird that it took the show for this to happen. But I mean, I am
Yeah.
happy it's happening. Like it's
Yeah. Me
finally
too.
let's start like you said building the line.
Yeah,
So
and of course, like with it being McFarlane, like I said, it's going to be the most like wide scale, like easy thing. This isn't going to be something that's going to show up on the Bethesda store and is going to be sold out in 5 minutes. It's going to be everywhere.
yep. And I like that because
Yeah,
if it's gonna be at Walmart, it can't be like super obtuse and expensive either. Yeah, I know it's
yeah,
McFarlane, but I'm just saying.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just one of those things where like I might actually buy this. 'Cause I don't usually buy like those type of figurines or
Mhm.
anything like that. I just this toys. This is not usually my thing. The Funko Pops is kind of where I draw
Right.
the line there. But I haven't even bought a lot of those in a while. So
Hmm.
I got my Dragon Ball Shenron over there, but that's for a
Hell
different
yeah.
day. That's
Inflation, man. They made the pops go up in price.
is that
Damn.
true?
Not
Is
like
that
the
true?
10. I mean, they're not the 10 to 12 bucks they used to be. I'll tell you that.
Whoa.
I think it depends on which one you're trying to get. But
Yeah.
okay, here, quick tangent. I was on Amazon a while back, and I
Hmm.
was just looking at because they always say like sale for like suggestions. You know what I mean? Like stuff you
Yeah.
bought before. Here's similar stuff. I thought it was Uncle Ero from Avatar,
Oh.
and it was like General Zhao or General something. I'm like fuck. And so I bought this thing for super cheap, thinking
Yeah.
yeah, I copied me Uncle Ero. Like yes,
Yeah.
and it wasn't Uncle Ero. it was
Zao.
it was some random dude. I'm like damn it.
Yeah.
So I was very upset. Okay, moving on from my Amazon escapades. Um, little icebreaker or yeah, icebreaker question. Is there for either of you, Alec? Feel free to tune in on this one. A weird run that you've seen someone do, and you're like, oh man, I'd like to do that. Like for me, I brought this up in a previous episode, but I would genuinely, I've tried before and then give up. But I
Hmm.
genuinely would love to try to play Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, maybe even New Vegas. I don't have as much experience with New Vegas, but maybe where I just do melee or just do unarmed like hand to hand combat. Yeah, that's
Right.
my only way. I have to really be smart and probably put it on really easy.
Yeah.
um, but just because if I run into a death claw, I'm boned. But I just think that would be a really creative like way to go about it. Is there anything like that
100%.
you've dabbled with or looked into?
I've never done any like special runs other than like going for a bad karma run in 3 to get the achievements, right. But one that I find super interesting and one I will definitely want to dabble in is like a revolver only run in New Vegas. I love the New Vegas aesthetic. I love the
Yeah, it's on
revolvers
theme. I was
in
gonna say yeah, it's on theme for that game.
right. I love the revolvers in that game. I would definitely want to do a run where all points are put into like small guns and stuff like that, and just using a revolver, being 6-shooter Pete, gunning
Mhm.
dudes down.
Yeah.
with every altercation, and just stacking up like literally just in my weapons category, shit ton of revolver ammo and a 6 shooter.
Yep.
Like
Yep. So
that's it. That is the
do,
run I want to do.
do you see? I think that the New Vegas introduced like silencers too, didn't they? Like you can have like a
Yeah. Yeah.
So would you do you picture yourself as more of a gunslinger or like an assassin?
Well, like typically, because you can get like the deliverer in
Oh, right,
4,
right,
right,
yeah.
which is like the spy gun. It's the archer gun. It's the James Bond like
Mhm,
pistol, the Walter PPK.
mhm.
And I run that thing silenced, and I love it. I love
Yeah.
it so much, and I love doing like stealth with it.
Mhm.
But with this one, stealth is out the window. Fucking just
Ooh.
any altercation, just in mid conversation, just
I love
anything,
that.
just
I
anything, just whipping out a pistol, and just
What was
that's
that?
how I saw.
Ah.
Ah,
Oh, he
Ba, ba,
said
ba, ba,
potato. I thought he said
ba.
something else. My bad. Shit.
Yeah, literally. Oh shit.
My bad.
Like that is the like wacky zany run I would love to
Sure.
do.
I
You know.
actually another small tangent. I'm currently playing through Cyberpunk, and
Yeah.
there was a like cutscene going through, but because the way not cutscene, but like the way they do their dialogue, it's just like
Yeah.
you're living in it, right?
Right.
And the person was like readying for his gun, and you could see him slowly moving, and I was like, no, and I just and just shot him right in the head, and then his goons come after me, and I
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I was just like,
Exactly.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
I have no idea what would happen after that. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I can totally see that working for Fallout as well.
Right.
So. Now, clearly, with when you're in conversation, it's not the same thing as Cyberpunk. It should be. Just
Yeah.
saying. Just saying.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, I would like that implementation. Alec, do you have any kind of like thing that you've seen someone do, thought it was wacky and fun, or anything you wanted to do? And you just like you can kind of relate to other games too if you want to, since you're not exactly
Yeah.
a Fallout stan.
Yes, the one I think I remember seeing in Fallout was before somebody just basically put all their points into strength and just had like a one arm like melee weapon.
Yeah, like he was like
Yeah.
really dumb but really strong, and it
Yeah.
just kind of
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
When in there
Bonked everything basically.
Yep. That's a classic one. People do that a lot.
The one I've always thought about doing, and it's still kind of Fallout esque,
Sure.
but it's in the Outer Worlds.
Okay, that's
Um,
related.
exactly. There's a run that I've always wanted to do, but I've never had the time to do it. It's you basically because they have an option if you put your intelligence low enough, you actually unlock special dialogue options for like called
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've always wanted to do that, a run of that,
Okay.
just because you
Yeah.
unlock just some of the dumbest, funniest things. Like I've
Right.
seen some clips of it, and it's just hilarious.
And
Some
the
of the outcomes of that.
the beauty of Outer Worlds, it's not that long either. You could probably get through that in a max of
Oh,
like 30
easy.
hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
So
speaking of Outer Worlds, like because that's the first game that I played that I really did like the persuasion heavy
Mhm.
kind of like
Sure.
talking more run.
Yeah.
So I think if I ever do start up a Fallout run, I think I'd like to kind of go that route in Fallout and see kind of
Mhm.
how that goes, more
Mhm.
talking
Yeah.
heavy rather than combat.
That is like another run I would also like to do too. Like you're still gonna need like weapons in Fallout, given like death claws and super mutants and just like the other creatures that will kill you. But like doing a run where it's like how few humans can I kill because I'm gonna try to talk my way out of
Yep.
everything. Like
yeah.
that would be like a dope run. Is just like hopefully you could like tally up and be like, hey. I was forced to kill
Sure.
30 people at the end of
And there's
this
also like whatever
30-hour
forever
run.
in-game missions you have. It's like the goal, the objective is kill this whatever, or
Yeah, exactly. But the majority of the time you're just
Sure.
like, hey, why don't we not do this?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you're just persuading people.
Yeah, speech is always a priority, but I've never
Mhm.
like just mainline speech. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So maybe I tack that on to my unarmed, where it's like
right.
I'm only unarmed, but I only go to unarmed after I try to speech my way
Right.
through it. I'm like a pacifist, but unless you piss me
Yeah.
off,
Then I'm beating you
See,
up.
That's how I was in Outer
my buddy
Worlds.
Josh in the corner.
That's how I was in Outer Worlds. Because like I would talk my way, but I wasn't a slouch if it did have to come to combat.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, there's just some fun, really wacky runs. Like you brought up like the one where you get like really dumb dialogue. There isn't like that kind of like special things for Fallout, but people have done that
Mhm.
too, where like they put their intelligence all the way down and just kind of see what they put, like their intelligence all the way down, their luck all the way up.
Yeah.
And that's like a really weird combination. So
Yeah. Another run too. Just I love to just fuck everybody. Everyone I can romance in the game. I want to do like, and I think four has the most companions. I think so. Four would be
Sure.
probably the best one to do it, but like just everyone, just
Mhm.
build up. You're just building bonds and trust with everyone. There's the jazz singer in Good Neighbor.
Mhm.
You can romance her,
Mhm.
romance just
She's
everyone.
she's a babe.
Yeah, and then like literally like I would probably do all the settlement shit and just like, you know, build up a good relationship with Presley, then send him to
Preston.
Preston, sorry.
There you
Preston, send him to Red Rocket, Outlook, fucking show up there, sleep with him, fucking
It's all a ruse.
just build this line of like outposts,
Mm.
outposts and camps and stuff like that, and send each companion to one, and I just have a little happy life where I just romance them and then I move on. It's almost like the trading good route, but it's like the sleeping route, and I just go down. I'm like, okay,
No, no, no.
Here's
You're trading
Piper.
goods. You're trading goods.
I am trading goods. Here's Piper. Then I go up. Here's fucking Preston, and here's Nick Valentine, and here's Hancock, and I'm just sleeping with everybody. That would be a fun run to
Sure.
do.
Sure.
Yeah,
I did not like a run, like it wasn't intended, but I think my first playthrough of Fallout 4, I actually like Kate fell in love with me. Because I
yeah,
like she was the one who was like addicted to something, like Jet or something.
yeah.
And I kept helping her and being like, no, 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 like we're not gonna do this and we're gonna go on the straight and narrow. And by the end of my
Mm.
game, she was like I got you. I like you saved my life. And I'm like, oh, like I
Yeah,
don't know how I feel about this. But she was swoon.
yeah. Do the opposite. Feed her jet. Make her dependent upon you.
No,
Yeah,
no. I got that same effect by being a good guy. You don't have to do that.
yeah.
No, you monster. Just to trade goods. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, literally. Yep.
Can you believe this, Alec? My god, this guy.
Whoa, it's just gonna get worse from here when we get into our vault topics, dude. Come on, man.
I didn't even
He's
think of
not
that
wrong.
at
He's not
all.
wrong.
I didn't. That would have been the best transition that I just did not fucking. God damn it.
Well, just
Speaking of
make the
trading
transition.
goods, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and bees, let's get into the Fallout lore.
Vault lower of Vault 68 and 69. Nice. So some of you may know because I feel like a lot of people who play Fallout actually kind of know this vault. They just don't know anything else about it. Here's the thing.
Right.
Neither do we.
Yeah.
So going into this, Vault 68 and 69, both of them had 1,000 people total enter the vault. So these are some chonky vaults, right?
I thought it was like 101, and then flipped
I
101
have
the other way.
1,000 from regardless. You'll get the point. It's
Right.
either 100 or 1,000, which I
Yes.
understand are very different things. You'll get the
100%.
point. You'll get the point when I get there. The kicker is there's only one man in 68 and there's only one woman in 69,
Mhm.
which means that all the other occupants are the opposite. So, how do we think this goes down? So, Vault 68, if you're the one man, are you riding high? Is this a good time?
Okay, I love the idea of these vaults. I love the idea of these vaults. I know a big factor in our ranking is like, or a big factor that we talk about is like the gameplay of these vaults, right?
Sure.
And like last time with Vault 111, we talked about how it's the vault you start in, right? And we talked about the gameplay of Tranquility Lane and stuff like that. I love the lack of gameplay when it comes to these vaults. I love that we've never been shown anything. I love that
Oh,
like
what a twist.
it's all been given. We've only been given like subtle,
We know like
hints
four
or clues.
sentences.
Yeah,
4 sentences about these vaults.
yeah. I love the lack of information, right? And
Mhm.
because it's in it's like our inherent like human nature to think sexually, right? I love the sexual like um kind of like vibes of these
Sure.
vaults. I love how it's left up to the imagination, and you can be like, oh dude, one lucky guy, right? Think about that shit, or
I don't think it's
one poor woman, like
that's what I was going to get to next.
yeah.
I don't think it's left to your imagination. The vault numbers are 68 and 69, Josh, all right?
Okay, my one problem with it We gotta do a reverse 69. It should have been 69 and 96. Let's keep it a buck 50. That would have been so much cooler. But 68, not a reverse
Because
69.
it was like literally the reverse. Ah,
Yes,
I
yes,
get it. I'm with you.
right.
I'm with you.
Missed opportunity, Bethesda. Whoever thought of this, you're an idiot. Why
I
68?
wonder.
Why not 96?
I wonder if 96 was taken for something else.
I think 96 is like a different
It is.
like fucked up vault.
It is.
It is, but but we missed an opportunity there. That's still all right.
We can retcon it right now.
I-
Right now, we can just make whatever 96 is. We can make that one 68.
yeah, exactly. If this is what we have to do, this is what we have to do.
We have the power because no one knows anything about these vaults. So
Literally.
we can just make what is
Yeah.
reality for these vaults right now.
But you got to
100%.
remember, it is Vault Tech, so it is a corporation that's making these. So they're
Yes.
probably just going in order. You know,
Boo.
Yeah. Yeah.
gotta think of corporations.
You don't have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that it's like all really left up to the imagination there. I think obviously no matter what, you're fucking up the gene pool. Everyone's gonna
Yep.
be like a cousin if they
Yep.
are reproducing. If this poor woman has to wait every 9 months is just spouting out a new kid from a different one of these 1,000 men. Are we sure it's not 100? I feel like 100's a lot more reasonable than
The
1,000.
video I watched said 1,000. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Here's the thing. Before I did research, because there's not much
Yeah.
research. I want that
Yeah.
on the record. There's not much research. Before I did research, I also thought it was 100.
Right.
Like just by like my initial impression. But I've seen
Yeah.
sources that say 100. I've seen sources that say 1,000.
Interesting.
I think it makes it more fucked up if it's 1,000.
Yeah, yeah. Right, and then I think another big thing we kind of miss, right? Because we're all just thinking one lucky guy, one poor woman. There could be a lot of 1,000 people is a lot. We
Mhm.
could have a thriving gay population of dudes going at it.
Sure.
There's 999 of them. You're telling me they're in a handful of gay guys or asexual people or
Sure.
anything in either of these vaults? Like I think it's like in our nature to just think like, oh, dude, they're just running trains, right? But it's like not everybody, not everyone in these vaults.
Maybe these two,
Yeah.
maybe these two vaults are like the crowning jewel for gender identity and sexual
Yeah.
orientation. Like maybe they're thriving on that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know.
Right?
Maybe Vault-Tech was like, haha, we're gonna show them, and they
We're-
said, nah, fuck you, Vault-Tech.
We got a strong lesbian population in
Yeah.
Vault 68. Like that shit would be awesome.
That would be really cool. Like you show up to Vault 68 and it's just like Rosie Riveter is like
Yeah.
something like of that ilk is like
Yeah.
on the front. You're like, hell yeah. And you go
Hell
in
yeah.
and you're like, oh.
Oh, okay.
And then on the wall or in the way back, there's like a tombstone. It says Rick.
Right?
The one
100%.
guy.
And it's like Futurama with all the Amazonian women and Death by
Yep.
Snoo Snoo.
Snoo,
It could be like that. It could be like that. It could be like
Could be.
anything. There's so many endless possibilities. Like you're the only the only limitation to these vaults is your own imagination, and that's
Could
what
be.
I love so much about them.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Vault 69 has a chance. Vault 68 no fucking way.
Whatever,
There's no
whatever.
fucking way.
Yeah, whatever one has the one
The men?
poor woman. Like that's
What
fucked.
I'm getting at. Oh, I disagree. What I'm getting at
Hmm.
is if I have 1,000 men, I know how men are. Okay, if I have 1,000 men cooped up in one vault, that's not lasting past like 2 years.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Like the best case scenario for this vault is like half the population kills the other.
Half the population, if they're not butt fucking each other, they're busting their way out the vault to go butt fuck what else is in the wasteland.
I
dude.
take it back. I take it back. The best case scenario is like the gender equality and the sexual orientation. That under that by a far margin of somehow good is just if they're not doing what he just said that I am not repeating, they kill each other. All right.
Oh yeah, yeah. Come on.
But Yeah, so
Literally,
the
but
one with a bunch of men and one woman, that's not happening. I'm sorry. The one
yeah,
with a
that's
bunch
fine.
of women, perfectly fine.
Oh yeah,
They'll make it.
that would be the most efficient vault eh, out of
Yeah.
any of these. They
They'll never need to get
would,
out of there. It's gonna be a
yeah,
utopia in there.
yeah, they would probably like figure out radiation poisoning, come up with the cure to cancer,
They'd probably just figure
solve
out a
world
way to
hunger.
procreate without like the need of a
Probably,
man.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
I love them.
I think I'm just trying to envision because I think we are in agreement that 68 is the one that's like there's just no way.
Yeah.
69, however, like
Mhm.
there's a real chance that this one can actually genuinely make a
Yeah.
difference and survive.
Hmm.
What do we think that guy's doing? What is he doing?
The one single guy
The one dude.
having
Is
the
he
time of
is he
his life.
happy? Is
No,
he here's the thing. Is he lonely?
probably he's like has no guy friend. Well, I mean a lot of us dorks maybe lack some guy friends sometimes.
What if he's doing what we're doing? He's podcasting with
Yeah,
other guys
podcasting with
over the
the.
vaults.
He's like
He's like,
dialing up his
he's like,
fellow
guys, hey,
overseers.
welcome back to the 69 podcast.
Yeah.
Hello. You wouldn't believe the situation I'm in, fellas.
So what would be awesome is if they're like the vaults were like next to each other, and then like the guy has like a tube that he can like talk to like has like
Yeah.
almost like a phone or something like
Yeah.
no
And then-
video, just audio, and he just talks to like somebody that's just there to listen from the
Yeah.
halfway through, they try to bargain to trade the man for the woman. Like let's just make this completely there, and then
Yeah.
it succeeds, and then the male one just completely collapses.
Damn.
Okay,
Damn.
so that's enough clowning.
I do hold on one final clown. I think if we can get it in an official writing that is 100,
Okay, I'm changing in my notes right now.
that like if it was 100 and a little bit more realistic, I think Brazzers has the opportunity to
Fuck.
make some of the greatest films we'll ever see, some of the greatest fan fiction parody films we'll ever see.
Just hits up Bethesda, and they're like, listen.
We're gonna do a 99-man train and a fucking 1-man versus 99 women video. like they got some opportunities to cut, right?
just call it opening the vaults, and that's it. That's it.
They're gonna call it fuck out.
No,
no, it's just gonna be a vault 69. Boom.
it's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. But you're probably right. You're the only one that's been logical this whole podcast, Alec. Okay. So we genuinely know nothing about this vault besides the things we have told you. We don't know anything about the location. We don't even know like what region it would be located in. I don't think we know anything about that.
Right.
We don't know its fate. Like we were just contemplating and going through what we think would happen. We have no idea what actually happened to these vaults.
Mhm.
They were only mentioned in the Fallout Bible. Do you know what the Fallout Bible is?
No.
The Fallout Bible, from my understanding, is like stuff that was being written for, not necessarily for, but around the time of Van Buren, which I'm going to get into. Do you know what Van Buren is?
No.
Okay.
Canceled game. A canceled
Yes,
game, right?
yes. So around that time, they were after Fallout 2, they were gonna make this entirely new game. It was gonna be like still top down in a way, but it had more like geometry and shapes to it and shit, like more modern for the time.
Yeah.
But they wanted to like flesh out the lore, so they were like they had someone who was like literally like working on the project make the Fallout. It wasn't called the Fallout Bible at that time. At least I don't think it was. But he later on, after the project got canceled, Van Buren, he just kind of put that out into the world. Like this is some stuff that was going to be canon.
Interesting.
But it isn't. But there's also for 69 for Vault 69, there is a web comic, One Man and a Crate of Puppets. And that is like most of what we know about this vault comes from that web comic. And that was made from its mention in the Fallout Bible. Like it's based on what he said about it in the Fallout Bible. And this is all stuff that was genuinely made for Van Buren, which, like you said, was a canceled game.
Right.
Van Buren is the original Fallout 3, which is weird to think about. Because Van Buren was going to come out, I don't know, probably like 2005, 2004. because I think it got canceled in 2003. So you got to think if it was going to proceed, it would have been after that kind of a thing.
Right.
But yeah, Van Buren would have been Fallout 3 if it went to the light of day, and I would have never touched that game.
Damn.
Never once.
Yeah, another top down game.
there,
Shit.
there were things that were more like, like kind of like how Wasteland is now, where you have like the top down, but you can also kind of like pivot and like go in and do actually that way. It was more modern.
Right.
But yeah, Van Buren is Fallout 3, but it got canceled. And then now we got the better Fallout 3. So thank you very much. Sorry, Van Buren folks and devs, but the better thing happened. All right. So we went through what happened, what we think happened in the most, mature way possible, of course.
100%, yes.
And usually we rank a overseer. We know literally nothing about the overseer. So I'm not even going to put on the list.
Yeah.
No overseer for this. You have to imagine if there's an overseer here, they weren't doing shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, similar to like, our rankings on some of the others, like Vault Tech would be the main antagonist here, as they are in a lot of these vaults, right? And so it's just like, I guess it's just how evil do we deem setting up one poor woman with 999 other men and one lucky dude with 999 ladies, like that would be the only thing to rank, but I don't know, is it worth it?
Yeah. So I'm just going to put a little thing there for now that tells us like null, but I want the numbers to line up at the end. So we're like, oh, we're missing one.
I think this would be like the least worst. Like
I think
this would be probably like the best. I think in terms like
now notice we're ranking this as us,
yes.
Right? Like what we would want to go into.
Right.
So watch what you say is all I'm saying.
Of course.
So I think we're in agreement that it's number one.
In terms of how not fucked up it is.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
I hate it.
It'd be like all the
most, if you think about it.
It could be, yeah.
It is, but okay. But the way we are ranking it is what we would want to. If we had to be in a vault, which one would we choose?
Mm-hmm. That's difficult because it's like,
what if?
Like I would much rather be the one lucky guy in 60 and 69, and then like one of 999 dudes in fucking 68. Like those are drastic different rankings. Like,
but I do feel like, let's say even in the worst case for us being men, we are one of the dudes that are in the one female vault, right?
Yeah.
The only thing going on right now is for this experiment, because we know who we are as people, is isolation. Is that all we're dealing with? Dealing with the same people for the rest of our lives? Is that it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Because at least with the gambling one, you had isolation and the gambling thing where you can get fucked over on, and this one is literally just isolation at this point.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out with my bros, which that's just a good Friday night, hanging out by fucking my bros a little.
Josh, god damn, you couldn't not say it again. Vault 69. I'm putting butt fucking vault. It's on the notes. It cannot be changed. It cannot be changed.
Yeah. I'm like I have a better shot with some of my bros than this poor woman.
Stacy's over there with George. All right, Stacy's been with George.
Stacy's over there with 32 other guys out of 999. I got my small clique of boys that were just fuck.
I hate it, Alec. I was gonna say Alex, save us, but I don't think it's possible at this point.
Oh yeah, we're gone. We're too far
You're
gone.
The host, man. I'm just here to produce.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You're right.
I know we almost should have guessed Jordan Deeb on this podcast.
Ooh.
That would have been.
We need to tell Jordan to do a reaction to this podcast. Put it up.
Yeah.
All right. So I can't believe I'm going to read these out loud. Overseer rankings, no change. No change in overseer rankings because as we agreed, there is no overseer.
None, yeah.
And I don't want to result to Vault Tech is the enemy because they're essentially the enemy in all of them.
100%.
There will be reasons where we discuss that more so, but
right.
I just think for this case, we're not going to include it.
Yeah.
But if we go into ranking the vaults by how fucked up they are, and how much we would not want to fuck with them. Number 1, as in we're not fucking with this, is Tranquility Lane.
Mm-hmm.
So Vault 112, the Red and Blue Vault, Vault 19, the Fallout 1 / Deathclaw Enclave Vault, Vault 13, Cryostasis, Vault 111, which was the Fallout 4 Vault, and then Vault 21, the Gambling Vault. And then after that, the number 1 vault, as it will be coined here on out, Vault 68 and 69, known as the Butt Fucking Vault.
Okay. For me, I would go. I kind of want to split them up, but for the sake, like, and it's weird because I would only go like,
You have a point because, like I said, we're ranking like what we would want to do. So we probably would want to be
Yeah,
the one man.
yeah, I would like, the one man one would be the bottom.
I don't know,
like,
man.
That would be,
that might be lonely though.
I guess, yeah.
Like you said, at least in that one you have your bros.
Yeah, yeah.
For any myriad of reasons.
Yeah, you might run into like, some like girlfriend issues. You have like 999 side chicks, and they all know about each other. That's
can't really escape it.
Girl
where are you gonna go?
God, yeah, you're literally suffering from success. You're
Josh,
DJ
you are
Khaled
on one. You are fucking on one right now, and I am too fucking tired to get you off of your high horse right now. So I'm just letting it happen, and it's making great content. Okay.
You know what? But I don't know. I'd almost go.
If I had to be in one of them, I genuinely think I would rather be with the 99 dudes. And I know that's going to sound weird. That's going to take out of context, but I think I think that's what I would rather be with.
You know what? I think you have a point.
I'm just saying. And that's 60, 68.
68 is the one with a bunch of dudes?
Correct.
Like I almost go, but I think 68's evil. I think leaving one poor woman with 999 dudes, that's evil.
Fuck, you're right though.
Like I think,
do we just leave them coupled up because it's like a checks and balances thing?
Yeah, I think probably, because no matter what, like,
they kind of equal each other out.
At the end of the day, the ultimate like result here is that you were fucking up the gene pool and you were just having a bunch of just inbred dumb kids.
Okay, so do we want to move gambling as a number 1 then?
Because honestly, what I was probably gonna do is go like 69, gambling 68, but I don't think it's worth like sandwiching them around the gambling vault.
I think gambling should be the number 1 now. As in, like
the best.
Yes,
it's still the best. Yes. Yeah, because like,
I think the thing that we're teetering around here is the highs. The highs of Vault 68 and 69 are so fucking good.
Yes, dude, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I would maybe put them. I would. Yeah, for the sake of it, let's just lump them together and let's go right under the gambling vault.
Okay, that's where I have them. That's where I have them on the dock.
Yes,
I agree with you.
Okay,
I think we are in agreement. So the final ranking. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no matter what though, like none of these are as worse as like getting like, I would rather, butt fuck my boys or be the luckiest dude than get like cryogenically frozen, or deal with people fucking with my brain, or fucking the Enclave, or anything.
Josh, how do I title this butt fucking the boys? How do I work around this? How do I make this happen? just
the Butt Fuck Boys podcast.
No. I meant this episode, man. Come on, we can't change the whole name. Come on. I don't know.
I don't know how. That's for you. That's for you to figure out. Yeah, no, I agree with the ranking. No matter what, I would rather be in these two vaults than the majority of the other ones we rank.
Correct. Because like we said, even the one is lonely. Like lonely is still better than the like monstrosities of the other vaults. And then in the other 100%. Case, you're just hanging out with your dudes, and maybe you're the lucky guy. But I feel like if you're the lucky guy in the sense where you get the one woman, you're gonna be fighting dudes. Like you're gonna have to put up your fisticuffs because things are not gonna go pretty.
You're gonna have to be you're gonna have to be like polyamorous. If you're the lucky guy, like you
For the
know,
good of the vault, really.
for the good of the vault, 100%. Just let your boys hit. That kind of thing.
I hate this whole episode. It was going so well. It was
I
going
love
so
this
well.
whole episode.
The thumbnail is just gonna be your giant face in the middle, just like I love this episode.
It's gonna be me, DJ Khaled, suffering from success on Vault 69, and then me and a bunch of dudes on this Vault 69 side.
Oh my god!
Awesome.
I
You have the
cannot.
power to end it. You have the power to end it.
I was just gonna say I cannot wait to make this thumbnail. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going through the finals.
Mhm,
Overseer
mhm.
ranking, no change. Final ranking for the vaults: number 1, Vault 112; number 2, Vault 19; number 3, Vault 13; number 4, Vault 111; number 5, Vault 68/69. I'm not saying it. Number 6, Vault 21, the gambling vault. That is the best one so far.
I agree. I'd
The
hope
ne-
I agreed. I hope make the rankings.
I mean, dude, you drove this whole podcast, and I just let you. Alec made a good point. I just let it happen, so it's on me, 100%.
100%.
The next episode is Vault 11, which I don't remember what that one is, if I'm being honest, but we will find out next time. So, thank you for watching whatever this was. It was basically just Josh being horny. I think it was just Josh being horny. That's what this episode is.
Probably, yeah, easily.
Thank you for watching Josh be horny. Goodbye.